delivered it 2 minutes ago.
Welcome back, Nerd Herders. We are back with some more Outer Worlds, and we're here at the GroundBreaker.
Get me another then.
Probably shouldn't go that way.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
That's probably not the right way to go either. Rest and go.
Bless my heart.
There's Gladys.
A stranger come knocking on the poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are?
Let's see what you've got for sale.
Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven, just like store-bought.
Let me see what you got for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Oh. What is that? This data cartridge contains public records of running outpost. Battered Mardet datapad. An old datapad once used by GroundBreaker's Mardet security forces from accumulated dust and grime. This hasn't been accessed in over a decade. Alright. Let's see. Accept. Don't need that. Oh wow. 44 times 4. What? 5,000. Wow. Damn, that would be awesome though. It has corrosive. That's what the gift keeps on giving. It'd only be 388 once I had it, but it's for 5,000.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Fina sent me, he said you could sell me a nav key.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, GroundBreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least.
Yeah.
Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Any chance for a discount since Phineas hit me?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune.
Oh, okay.
Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Wow. Well, tell me about the opportunity.
I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the GroundBreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let me hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the GroundBreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why wasn't Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated message.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town, why something to hide? Why the SOS?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
So you need someone to snoop around for you.
My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
Alright, you can count on me.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, GroundBreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got.
Alright.
You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Alright, thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Okay, a
Here,
purple berry bunch.
Take a candy with you.
Yeah.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
What kind of business you and Gladys got running?
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business. What do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear. Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
But I'm standing right here.
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of GroundBreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
Are you pretending so you can't hear me so you don't have to answer my questions?
Huh? What?
Oh, forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
Uh-huh. Do you do business with promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Alright, I'll be on my way. This Moon Man?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's
choice.
Taste
of freedom.
A lot of slogans to keep track of. And sometimes I forget.
You work for Spacer's Choice? Ever been to
Heard
Edgewater?
of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
It's not bad. They've been struggling, but they got good hearts.
That's true.
That's a Spacer's Choice beer. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too.
We gotta ask you about the hat.
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division.
You doing alright in there?
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. Not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as Spacer's Choice is affordable.
Can you see in there?
I can see all of the top-quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price.
How do you brush your teeth?
Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development.
Do you miss eating solid food?
Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of GroundBreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon colony.
Do you have to sleep with that on?
Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold, guaranteed.
Does Spacer Choice make you wear that?
Add an additional 10% to your purchase today, and the proceeds will be donated to Spacer Cares, our premier corporate welfare program. At Spacer's Choice, we care about your health and emotional well-being. That's why we put Martin through 6 years of vendor school, only to make him wear this hat.
Do you need me to help you get that out of there?
Even if my contract didn't forbid it, I think it's part of me now.
Wow.
Now, are you ready to make Spacer's Choice Lunar Green Moonmouth lozenges a part of you?
Where can I get a hat like yours?
You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean. Aim for the moon.
I'm addressing the man beneath the mask. Are you okay?
Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, this hat, my job. It may not seem like much to a brave space captain, but they're all that I have. If there are self-made purgatories, then we all have to live in them. Mine can be no worse than someone else's. Now, if we're done with the chit-chat, I hope you don't mind if I make the most of this short life and try to be the best moon person I can be.
Sorry, I pushed you too hard, Martin.
It's fine. I should be stronger than this. Thanks for taking an interest.
Yep.
Speaking of interest, can I interest you in some quality budget goods? At Spacer's Choice, we cut corners so you don't have to.
You don't have to. What do you got for sale?
Have a look.
All right. Oh, the line of questioning, though. Oh, look, I can get my own one. Oh, yay. Armor gadget. All right, so we got quite a few things here. These are all level 4, 10, 17. They're 17. Level 3, of course. Oh, man. But you can lie. You get a +5 for lying with it on. That's always good, right? And the weapons aren't diddly squat. Yeah, they're nothing. All right.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
Dr. Emfuru. Okay, hold on. Waste disposal? Alright, let's see who's...
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you
Have
on
you seen
GroundBreaker.
this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Oh, joy, Phineas Wells. Damn, it's hot in here.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. GroundBreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Amara, nice to meet you. You got nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess, but it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardets, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help keep the peace.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to GroundBreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of the impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
GroundBreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't you fixed them?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Is there no room for compromise? Wait. Surely the board doesn't want GroundBreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves.
Ooh.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, GroundBreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
The back bays? Am I supposed to know where that is?
Sorry, I forget not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Can we try to talk whoever's down there?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Have you tried sending anyone else down there to get parts?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
Yeah, none taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I'll get those parts for you from back base.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Alright.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Udam. Alright, let's go talk to Udam first.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne.
And you are not he.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Forget Alex. Why'd you impound my ship?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. Anyway, about my ship.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why is the board so interested in Wells anyway?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I know anything about Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Stop playing coy, Bedford.
I don't intend to be. It's just a matter of trust.
So how can I win your trust then?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where
It's
Wells
fine.
is.
Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like
I want to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the GroundBreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
That doesn't answer my
I
question.
send a lot of messages. Sometimes I read them. Every once in a while, I'll impound a ship if I want to feel alive.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay?
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No would have done. You didn't have to crack open a thesaurus.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Does it seem hot near to you?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I've seen no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Why are there armed guards in here?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. GroundBreaker makes much ado about its independent status and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping offices and their prominence benign?
When the alternative is board guards at their gates? Yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Does Chairman visit often?
Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on GroundBreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Okay, back to my other questions.
Ask away.
Have you seen this man? Reward offers for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Alright, we need to go to... Let's go do the side quest. Wait a minute, where is... Hold on, wait a minute. I forgot to bring, what's her name with us? Let's go back to the ship real quick. So I don't think I can call her from here.
What the hell's going on? We were in a holding pattern.
Rizzo and berry punch. Salt, sour, candy shell, aroma. Sweet purple berry flavored scent.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Alright, Felix, tell me why I should hire you.
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
I'm enjoying this going.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
I've heard enough. You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Yes.
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Yes. Yes, you will. Come on. We got to pick up, what's her name? I didn't bring her with me. I forgot. I didn't realize I clicked off of her when I left. Felix off. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay, so now I have both of them.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did a contract for sublet.
Okay, do I have anything to sell real quick? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's go.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life. Have you seen this man?
Now see, will she,
Are those XF-411s?
The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you.
what's it like being in command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
This ship's a family business?
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the GroundBreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change transition to command?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of GroundBreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Bavardi could always help with the shoulder of the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on GroundBreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Where's the self-destruct mechanism?
I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You've got my attention.
You don't have a lot of faith in the board, do
You're
you?
right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Of course. You must not like Udon Bedford very much.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over GroundBreaker, and leeches like Udon Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of GroundBreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention.
We'll be on our way. Alright, going to the back base. Alright, so here we are on the back base.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? A neighbor?
Alright, we're gonna save here. And we'll be back next time. Alright guys, as always, love you all. Game on.